We had some conversation yesterday about it being the one-year anniversary. It was a year ago this week that the news broke about a young delivery driver out of Dartmouth, Palace Pizza and more, delivering to F&R Auto Sales in Westport, and the mayhem that ensued after some confusion over a tip. On the line with us is the delivery driver himself, no longer a delivery driver, however. Jarrid Tansey joins us. Jarrid, how are you today?
Good. How are you?
I'm fantastic. Thanks so much for coming on the program. We really appreciate it.
Oh, no problem.
Now, over the past year, first of all, after this year, it's been people had raised money for you from all over the world. What an incredible outpouring of support. It was last we heard it was over $30,000.
Yeah, I mean the GoFundMe took their cut, but yeah, just around $30,000.
That's an incredible amount of cash. Now, if I remember, you said you had a young child at the time, and you're going to put some away for college. But how have you been able to change your life a little bit with this money?
I mean, I've been really trying not to touch the money. I'll grab a couple bucks if I need it here and there for whatever. But yeah, I mean, I really haven't used much of the money.
Well, that's good. You're saving it for your child's education?
Yeah, or I mean, it'll be if we want to buy a house or something, or college, whatever.
Excellent, excellent. So you got a growing family. It's great to hear. What are you doing now after the events of last year? I mean, what have you gone through? I'm sure you've disappeared from the internet practically.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really like a lot of attention, but after I was working at Palace Pizza still, and I got a job at Stop and Shop near my house, and then I quit Palace Pizza, did Stop and Shop for a little bit, and now I have a job in Foxborough, working in a cubicle. Yeah.
Hey, that's great. I'm glad you're moving on up. Did you cause too many problems for Palace Pizza? Were they still getting phone calls after this had all blown over?
No, so like the first week that it happened, pretty much all the phone calls were for me, just like saying, giving support and stuff. But it died down pretty quickly. I mean, it was like all fads; they all just fade away.
Exactly. But you're still kind of immortalized on the internet in some websites. F&R Auto Sales is still in business even after all the bad reviews they got. Most of them fake, but even there were investigations into the legitimate concerns over there. Are you surprised that people are still doing business over there?
I'm pretty surprised, yeah. I was contacted by a reporter as well. She wanted a statement from me because I guess there was like criminal charges against someone else for a different incident at F&R Auto, and I don't know. I guess there was threats being made, but that didn't surprise me at all. But yeah, I'm pretty surprised they're still doing business. But I mean, good for them.
Have they made amends with you since then?
No.
No. I remember they extended some sort of an olive branch, but you didn't want any part of it, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's over and done with. I don't need any more contact with them.
Yeah, that's a good road to take. So, I mean, after what have you learned about yourself in the past year, going through all of these events and about your life? What are some of the most important lessons that you've come across?
Well, when my wife first saw the video, she was like, "Wow, I can't even believe that was you," because that's totally not how a normal me would have reacted. She probably would have expected me to be a little more aggressive.
No, look, Jarrid, I was also once a pizza delivery driver, and, a lot of times you keep your mouth shut, but it comes to a point, especially after a long day or a long night, where, you just get too many people, screwing you, really, over a tip.
I mean, Dartmouth Westport was, where I delivered for almost 5 years. And Dartmouth Westport, really, I love Dartmouth Westport. They really took care of me. Even before the whole F&R thing, I was able to support my family just delivering pizza in Dartmouth Westport. So, I mean, I really love Dartmouth Westport.
Yeah, but after a long day, it's hard to keep your mouth shut. And there were some times where I had to hold my tongue. But for you to say something, I think that was pretty courageous, and you did it in a very respectful manner.
Thank you.
Where do you see yourself going from here, and what advice might you have for anybody else who might be found in some of the same situations every day?
I mean, just keep calm. I mean, I guess would be my first thing for somebody faced with the same kind of situation, is just to be calm. I mean, I know my heart was pumping really fast and my blood was boiling, but yeah, I mean, I just tried to keep calm and collected and calculated with everything that I wanted to say, even though I was kind of frazzled. I watched the video, I'm like, wow.
Do you still watch it every now and then?
I mean, if I'm talking about it with somebody and they're like, "Oh, I've never seen the video," I might pull it up and show them.
I can't believe there are still people that haven't seen that video. And that made the rounds all across the. You had support from as far away as Australia and China.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
unbelievable.
I mean, I try not to broadcast it too much. I kind of just like to be just a normal, average Joe. But even I have a new job here in Foxborough, and only a couple people really know that I'm quote unquote the pizza guy.
Did they know that? Did they know that upon seeing you or hearing your name? No, they didn't. All right. I imagine that's probably to your benefit. You don't want to be recognized for this instance.
Yeah, and plus I like to stay out of the spotlight. I don't like a lot of attention.
Well, we're glad that you came on with us today. We greatly appreciate it. What are your plans from here? What are you doing? Are you going to school, or are you working on a career? What's going on?
I mean, I'm at a pretty good job right now. I'm a recruiter with Advantage Solutions, part of a talent acquisition team, hiring people all over the country in different territories. So, I mean, it really makes me feel good helping people get jobs. But yeah, I mean, just try to focus on my family, support my family in any way that I can.
What an excellent positive that is, especially after a circumstance where people were trying to get you fired. You've turned around and you're hiring other people.
Yeah, it makes me feel really good. It's a good job. I like this job.
Awesome. Well, Jarrid, our blessings to you, your wife, your child. Thank you for being you, and thanks for coming on with us today. Greatly appreciate it, my friend.
Oh, thank you for having me.
All right, take care. 508-996-0500. Again, an exclusive interview here with Jarrid Tansey on WBSM. But thanks again to him and for being a great example for delivery drivers and anybody else that might catch themselves in a similar circumstance.